and happy Friday, VBHS. We hope you enjoyed your week. Here's your episode 148 of PPN.
First up for your VBHS news, this Saturday night at 6:30 is the FCA movie night.
Concession, s'mores, and movie popcorn will be available, cash only. The movie will start at dark, but make sure to bring your own chairs and blanket.
The entry fee is $2 and it's for any 9th through 12th grade VBHS student.
Address and other details will be found in QR codes around the school or on Instagram.
Congratulations to the JROTC teams that competed in Sheridan this weekend.
Male color guard, commanded by Cadet Captain Julian, won 3rd place. The female color guard, commanded by Cadet Sergeant Cadence Campbellbaum, won 2nd place. And our unarmed drill team, commanded by Cadet Sergeant Lacey Edmond, won 2nd place.
Congratulations to the 38 VBHS choir members who made their all-region choir this past weekend in Siloam Springs.
Big congratulations also to Mr. Tyler Morris on being named the Region 5 Senior High Choir Director of the Year.
Woo!
Way to represent VBHS.
The month of October was Principal Month, and let me tell you, we've got some good ones.
Miss Holman is the reason we get to do all of our rain rallies.
Mr. Bryant makes sure all the buses are on the right route.
Mr. Ross keeps up with all the school inventory.
And Mr. Tipton, the big boss, holds down this entire doghouse. We see you, we respect you, and we appreciate you.
We hope you guys had a great Halloween. Don't forget to send us with pictures and videos from this week to our Instagram, VBHS Point Impact News.
Did you know that PPN and the yearbook were working together this year? That means those student subs you're sending in might just make it to the yearbook.
Lastly, for VBHS News, it's time to purchase your annual yearbook.
This year, they've made it easy by being completely online.
For your yearbook, visit yearbookforever.com and search Van Buren High School.
If you're wanting a senior ad or business ad, check out VBHS's OSB portal. We posted the link in our description.
The absolute last day you can buy a yearbook is January 26th, 2024.
The cost is $50 now, but goes up $5 in January.
Order today.
Now, on to sports.
Welcome to last week's sports. Thursday, the cross-country team ran in the 5A West Conference meet at Siloam Springs. Friday, the football team played at Mountain Home. We lost.
Today, the football team has their senior night against Siloam Springs.
Saturday, the dance team competes in Cabot.
And the basketball team has their green and white game. That's about it.
Basketball scrimmages Maumelle on Tuesday. Football has a chance of making the state playoffs. We'll see tonight. That's it for next week's sports.
I'm Tony.
And I'm Jeffrey.
Here's other sports. Former NHL player Adam Johnson died after suffering a severe cut to his neck during an English League game. His teammates say it was a freak accident.
South Africa beat New Zealand in the Rugby World Cup final, being the first team to win 4 World Cups. Congrats to the Springboks.
Today we're going to have a high of 67 and a low of 35. Over the weekend, we're going to have a high of 73 and a low of 44. And then through next week, we're going to stay in the high 60s with no rain. In eastern Australia, wildfires are raging everywhere. And upcoming for the month of November, a fun fact is windstorms in the Midwest are called the Witches of November. And now on to world news.
In Israel, President Biden urged Benjamin Netanyahu to immediately and significantly increase the amount of humanitarian aid and to protect civilians.
As of Monday, 33 aid trucks crossed the enclave. Many more are waiting at the border.
Per the New York Times, China is pitching itself as a neutral peace broker, but anti-Semitism is spreading across Chinese state media and social platforms.
Biden will issue a sweeping executive order on AI soon.
The Biden administration will reportedly release an executive order today to regulate AI technology.
The directive aims to leverage the government's role as a leading technology customer by requiring advanced AI models to undergo assessments before they can be used by federal employees.
The New York Times declared in a story full of fascinating stats about Africa's population boom.
The African population is projected to double to 2.5 billion over the next 25 years, in stark contrast with the high-income nations where birth rates are declining.
In 1950, Africans made up 8% of the world's population. By 2050, they will account for 25% and at least one-third of all people, 15 to 24, according to the UN. That makes Africa the youngest, fastest growing population on the planet.
Random story. A fisherman lost at sea off the Pacific Northwest for nearly 2 weeks was found on a raft about 70 miles from the shore.
He survived partly by catching and eating salmon, the BBC reports.
In pop culture, Friends star Matthew Perry died at 54. No drugs were found at the scene, and police responded to a report of cardiac arrest, TMZ reported.
There was no indication of foul play, authorities said. Last year, Perry released a memoir that chronicled his decades-long struggle with addiction and the peace he found in sobriety.
The kind of message that I guess I'd give out with this book is don't give up, he said last November. There's help out there.
In a related yet unrelated story, the Beatles released their final new song, Now and Then, last Thursday thanks to AI technology that allowed for John Lennon's voice to be pulled from a recording done in the 1970s.
Peter Jackson, who directed the Beatles documentary The Beatles Get Back, also directed a 12-minute short film about the process of bringing the song together that will be released this Wednesday.
That's it for us this week. Be sure to send in your student subs to our Instagram at VBHS Pointer Pack News so we can feature you in our student submissions each week.
Also, don't forget that some of your subs may end up in the yearbook. Till then, wear your seatbelt, drink some water, and tell somebody you love them.
Have a great Friday and a great weekend.